Thank you. Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone.
Welcome to Weekend Update. I'm Michael Che.
I'm Colin Jost. Hundreds of people in Portland sent a message to ICE to leave their city by riding their bikes naked through the rain. And you're not going to believe this, it didn't work.
It was reported that Donald Trump has refused to release his medical records, and I bet I know what he's hiding, but I'm not allowed dementia it.
They showed the candy.
It's hard candy.
Yeah, it's hard candy. It was reported that Elon Musk has become the first person to be worth more than $500 billion. Wow, shout out to Tylenol.
A new report shows that of the nearly 100 Trump nominees confirmed by the Senate, only 2 of them were black. 2 black people out of 100? I mean, what is this, my Tinder matches? Nope.
Insiders are saying that President Trump is trying to create tension between his potential successors, Marco Rubio and J.D. Vance, mostly by pointing at them and saying, "Kiss."
Skims has introduced a new line of thong underwear called Ultimate Bush, which features synthetic pubic hair, and I know a guy who could wear it as a scarf.
It was reported that major talent agencies in Hollywood are interested in signing a new AI-generated actress named Tilly Norwood. The AI-generated actress got her start after she had a hotel meeting with AI Harvey Weinstein. Okay.
I love that name. President Trump says Catholics loved an image he posted of him dressed as the Pope last week, but I just find it hard to believe that anyone in the Catholic Church would be into something so juvenile.
Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., whose beauty routine involves rolling around under those 7-Eleven hot dog lamps, said he plans to tell the CDC to stop recommending that fluoride be put in drinking water and start recommending veneers for kids.
Elon Musk announced that he will step back from his role with Doge, but as always, Elon pulled out a little too late. It was reported that the Homeland Security Department has created a method to assess tattoos and determine if they are gang signs. The way it works is they check to see if the tattoo is on brown skin.
Retailers are saying that the top kids' costumes for Halloween this year are the K-pop Demon Hunters, or as it's sold at Spirit Halloween, Asian singing murderers. Visitors to the San Diego Zoo's gorilla exhibit were startled when one of the apes shattered the glass ceiling.
Trump responded to the fallout from his tariffs, saying sometimes you have to take medicine to fix something. Yeah, but this feels like we took a whole bottle of medicine with a glass of vodka and laid in a warm bath. New York City Mayor Eric Adams met with President Trump yesterday to discuss the city's concerns, namely that Trump's deportations have dramatically cut New York's supply of thick shorties.
The largest zoo in Long Island announced that it is closing after being accused of animal abuse. But isn't all of Long Island really just a zoo for abused animals?
President Trump has signed an executive order giving refugee status to white people from South Africa. You know, I could have sworn that white people had it good in South Africa. Must be the Mandela effect.
George Santos admitted that while living in Brazil, he did dress in drag, but said he was not a drag queen. Okay, honey, we knew that from your contouring.
Whoa! It was announced that Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban are separating after 19 years of marriage. I am saddened and shocked that a guy named Keith Urban isn't black. Chimpanzee researcher Jane Goodall has died at the age of 91. The family requests that in lieu of sending flowers, please throw feces.
The White House also announced that Vice President J.D. Vance will travel to the Vatican for Pope Leo's inaugural Mass. And I'm not a huge fan of his outfit.
Cultural experts are noting that the R word has become more commonplace due to its use by people like Elon Musk and Ye. Yeah, but they can say it because they're rich. They're rich. I was going to say they're rich. Just skip me.
It was reported that a man in Austria who was high on mushrooms used an axe to amputate his own penis. Worse, then he was like, ooh, another mushroom.
Arby's announced that they are adding a new item to their menu, steak nuggets. Although you can make your own steak nuggets by eating a bunch of Arby's.
A high school cheer coach was arrested on charges that she had sex with a male student. Said the coach, "Give me a D."
New York mayoral candidate Zohran Mamdani ran an ad. Well, he ran an ad during an episode of Golden Bachelor in which he said, "New York, will you accept this rose?" Not to be outdone, Andrew Cuomo ran an ad in which he said, "Honka honka." Georgia Senate candidate Herschel Walker denied reports that he paid for a girlfriend's abortion, saying, "I send money to a lot of people," before adding, for abortions. After the news broke that Walker paid for his ex-girlfriend's abortion, he raised more than $500,000 because dollars are the only thing Walker is willing to raise.
During last night's Georgia Senate debate, Raphael Warnock accused Herschel Walker of lying about working in law enforcement. Then Walker pulled out a prop badge and said, quote, "I am work with many police officers," which is yet another sign that Herschel Walker has brain problems.
Herschel Walker denied allegations from a second woman that he pushed her to have an abortion, saying, "I'm done with this foolishness," which is also what Walker says when he takes off the condom. The woman claims that Walker drove her to an abortion clinic, then waited in the parking lot for hours until she had the procedure. Not only that, while he was in the parking lot, he got 2 more women pregnant.
In a speech yesterday, Herschel Walker called America the greatest country in the United States. But on the plus side, at least he has a general idea of where he is. Walker then apologized for misspeaking, saying, "I know I'm not always the sharpest tool in the refrigerator."
During the trial of Oath Keepers founder Stuart Rhodes, whose beard is patchier than his eye, prosecutors played a recording of him saying that his only regret about the January 6th attacks was not bringing rifles, which sounds like an obvious confession of guilt, but try looking at things from Rhodes' perspective, with little to no depth perception.
And this is exciting. Donald Trump Jr. is reportedly considering a run for president in 2028. If you don't think he could win, you clearly aren't familiar with how things work here in hell.
Jim Jordan, seen here describing how he attacks the nipple, is no longer the nominee for House Speaker after Republicans dropped him Friday, which, by the way, he's used to because he was dropped a lot as a child. Potential new candidates for Speaker include Tom Emmer, Kevin Hern, Jack Bergman, and 6 more candidates who are clearly George Santos.
New Jersey Senator and most successful member of the Lollipop Guild, Bob Menendez, was indicted on new charges accusing him of accepting bribes from Egypt. Menendez denied the allegations, calling them as over the top as my new bejeweled scarab.
The makers of Sesame Street announced that they are laying off more than 200 employees. The layoffs were first reported by this sign.
That must have been so exciting for you.
I wonder what
Oh man, why?
could be anything.
It could be nice, yeah. A new study finds that the hoots and grunts of bonobos show signs of complex thoughts similar to human language. Oh, so like that awful halftime show?
Comey about to make very aggressive move to destroy Trump's prosecution. Expert former FBI Director James Comey is likely to come out of the gates swinging with a scorched earth strategy to get the charges President Donald Trump's Justice Department brought against him dismissed. A former federal prosecutor told CBS News on Tuesday, Comey, against whom Trump has held a vendetta ever since he refused to shut down the Russia investigation. For him, in his first year in office, is being charged with false statements and obstruction of justice, based on testimony to the Senate that Trump's prosecutors couldn't even quote correctly. Legal experts have suspected the case was doomed from the start for a variety of reasons, including that Trump had to fire the former Eastern Virginia prosecutor when he couldn't find the evidence to bring charges, and replaced him with his former defense lawyer, who has no significant prosecutorial experience. That attorney, Lindsay Halligan, proceeded to file the incorrect charging documents with the court. All of this amounts to a strong likelihood Comey can get the case thrown out before it even gets close to trial, one expert said. Former prosecutor Scott Frederickson tells at CBS News he expects James Comey to promptly seek dismissal of criminal case. I think he's going to come right out of the box, moving to dismiss the case on very aggressive grounds. He probably leads with vindictive prosecution, wrote correspondent Scott MacFarlane on X. Not only that, but when he files that motion, he's going to demand to get all the records the Department of Justice has about the other prosecutors who looked at this case and decided not to bring this case. Frederickson continued.